In case you're wondering what is a social media manager and what does it take to become one, well, I'm not an expert on this, but let me tell you my take on these questions.
Maybe you are watching this video because you want to know more about social media manager and how to become one. So sit back and relax as you just found the right video for you. So let's start with the question, what is a social media manager? But before we dive into this, did you know that social media manager role was non-existent a decade ago? Now, more than ever, especially when the pandemic started, more and more companies are embracing social media presence to grow their clients and their business, making social media management relevant and essential. So let's go back to the original question, what is a social media manager? According to Social Sprout website, social media managers are in charge of representing a company across social channels as the sole voice of the brand. They respond to comments, compile campaigns, create content, and generate progress report. They provide organizations with the guidance needed to enhance their online presence. Sounds like a difficult job, right? But to be honest, in my opinion, kung mahilig kang mag-Facebook, master mo ang TikTok at Instagram, at tambay ka sa Twitter, kayang-kaya mo ding maging social media manager. I will discuss on my next slides 4 easy steps on how to become a social media manager even if you're just a beginner just like me. The first step, which is probably the most important, is you have to know your target client depending on your interest or niche. Since a social media manager creates contents and engage with the audience, you will be able to do this job way better if you're talking about something you love or passionate about. For example, if you love baking or cooking, then find clients who are in the food industry, clients who own restaurants or chefs. Kung mahilig ka naman mag-exercise and into healthy foods, or maybe you're into yoga or Pilates, then you can find fitness coaches as your client, or maybe a client who owns a gym. Siyempre, pag nag-enjoy ka sa topic, then the more na ma-enjoy mo yung work mo as a social media manager, right? So, finding your client based on your interest or niche is very important. Second most important step is for you to grow your own brand and increase your online presence through social media platforms. By having your own professional brand online, you will be able to market your services better to your prospective clients. This will serve as your instant portfolio. It builds trust from your clients knowing that you walk the talk and that you are serious with your role. Of course, you also need to nurture your brand para kaya mo ding sabihin eventually na you did it on your own brand, so you can also definitely do it for their business, diba? Third tip is go and find your test clients. You have to immerse yourself so you know what the job really is all about. Reading about it is way different from experiencing it firsthand. So if you have a family member or someone you know na may small business, you can offer your service to them at a discounted rate or maybe pro bono if you have the luxury. Pwede ka ding pumasok as intern sa mga established social media managers. You can search for them online. Dito sa Facebook, madami sila. You can find groups where they accept interns for social media managers. You can even attend free webinars or paid kung kaya naman, di ba? In my case, I enrolled sa free webinar certification of our government's Department of Information and Communication Technology, or DICT. If you want to do the same, which I encourage because super effective naman yung course nila, search for their group sa Facebook so you get updates when they are accepting new trainees. Once you immerse yourself kasi with the job, this is when you get your aha moments, or this is when you can determine yung best time to post, mga ganyan. This is where you discover what works well and what doesn't work. For example, magpo-post ka ng mga content like funny content and educational content. Ano kaya doon ang mas mag-earn ng mas maraming engagement? And also, you will be experiencing or knowing a lot of tools, kung ano yung mga magandang editing tool for your graphics and content creation, ano yung mga nagustuhan mo, things like those. So, having a test client as a social media manager is probably the most important. Sabi nga nila, Nothing beats experience as a teacher, di ba? Next tip is for you to create your own system. After immersing yourself on the job with your test clients, for sure by now you already have a list on what are the pain points or struggles of a social media manager. In that way, makakapag-strategize ka na and makakapag-create ka na ng step-by-step process on how to do the job. You should have the checklist maybe or a list of information na kailangan mong kunin or itanong sa client mo para makapag-perform ka sa job mo as a social media manager. It's very important na meron ka ng flow at dapat na-polish mo siya as you go along with your test clients. So, you will get to a point wherein confident ka nang mag-onboard ng mga premium clients mo. One additional tip pala which is also important if you're a startup is you have to rate your service. You should come up with a rate na ready-made na for your prospective clients. For example, as per my research, as a beginner, you can create a package of your services for let's say $200 a month. This includes one post a day for 2 to 3 social media accounts maybe. You should schedule your post, create graphics, make engagement, you reply to DMs, comments, PMs, and the services also include for you to create an analytic report at least twice a month for all the social media accounts that you're handling for your client. So it's up to you. You can adjust your rate based on your own preference. You can also opt for an hourly compensation. Ang usual bidding naman na na-research ko when it comes to social media management is $5 per hour. But then again, it's really up to you if you want to rate your services lower since startup pa lang naman tayo, or higher if you're confident na sa skills mo. But of course, what's important is you should have a portfolio to back it up, diba? Again, this rate is just for test clients or discounted rate siya for beginners or for those na wala pang experience sa social media management like me. As a recap, social media manager basically is the one whom a business owner entrusts their social media accounts to grow their presence online and make brand awareness in their behalf. So, ang goal talaga ng social media manager is to promote yung business ng client nila through social media content creation, engagement, and strategizing based sa analytic reports. Again, the first tip on how to become a social media manager is to know your target client based sa interest, hobbies, or niche mo. The idea is, of course, you can easily create better contents and you can interact better with your audience kung alam mo yung topic or if the topic is something that you're passionate about, diba? Second is establish your own brand online so it will serve as your portfolio. Third, go and get your test clients, maybe a family member or a friend where you can test and apply your social media management skills. Fourth is create your flow or your process. And last tip is you should rate your services. So those are my take on the topic, guys. I hope you were able to learn a thing or two from this. And if you like these kind of contents, please consider subscribing and see you on my next post. Bye!